Right then, guys, welcome into this Friday Euro session as I just have a little espresso and let these tunes play out. A few things to look at with you today in this trending market. What couple of weeks it's been. Historic couple of weeks really, hasn't it? Let's dive in. Right then, so a few things to look at with you today. Apologies for the lack of live sessions. Well, not apologies, you can all eat shit to be honest, but what we're in a trending market, aren't we? Yeah, we're in a trending market. It's buy the dip mode, push less buttons, manage what you have got on, and so on and so forth. I do tend to be a lot more active in a ranging market, you know, very aggressive trading on perpetuals and the like. When you hit these kind of trending markets, it's chill time, to be honest. You know, it's uponly.com until it breaks one way or the other. We're smashing all-time highs. We've got no aggressive push into price discovery yet, but we'll go and have a look at that today. So I'm just on the multiverse at the minute in the TRDR console. Go grab a link from below for a free trial. Loads of free academy stuff as well, and if you're really struggling, go and join the in-depth market analysis academy as well. All right guys, private discord for that one as well, posting various bits and bobs, bit of one-on-one help in there also. So yeah, a few things to look at with you today on this nice chilled Friday morning. Go grab yourself a very strong espresso. I think we need to lock in a little bit as we are at these all-time highs. Bitcoin just touching 76k, no major break up beyond that yet into price discovery. So we'll have a look at a few data points today. But yeah, grab yourself a coffee, none of that liberal latte shit. Go get yourself a nice strong black espresso. If you're watching this later on in the day or back watching it, I will timestamp it for you, so just have a look on the search bar and it will be timestamped. If you're watching it on a Friday night, go and grab yourself a glass of your favourite champagne or something. Maybe a little bit of, what do I like? A bit of Paul Roger. Don't like any of that Verve Clique shit. Any of that. It's actually Guinness and red wine season, to be honest, in the UK. Hits winter and everyone goes on to the red wine and Guinness. Anyway, what we're talking about, you want to look at Bitcoin, don't you? Right, let's go and have a look at Bitcoin then. Right, so just on the multiverse and the TRDR console, because, yeah, just keeping an eye on a few levels that seem to be capping price at the minute on a few assets. So Ethereum, we've just got an order block up here. BTC, a couple of order blocks here. We will look at this in a little bit more detail. 77k on spot and a little bit of perpetual selling up there as well. Sol is uponly.com. It's just eating its supply zone up here at the 200 level. Won't surprise me to see everything take a little rotation down. And yeah, that's what I keep saying really over the last couple of weeks. You know, we're in a trending market. Don't let any downside catch you offside. You know, you just need to be prepared for it. Yeah, in a trending market. So let's just jump into the full window and we'll have a look at what's going on. So more detailed order flow here, we can see here that 77k level on BTC, just holding price. Now it has to be said that in the current trend, we have been, as you can see here, absolutely smashing all supply. Okay, let's have a quick look at where we have come from. Okay, so where have we come from? This was our last BTC diamond, yeah? So the original OG diamond, no black market diamonds, no other alerts that anyone's tweaked, naming no names, myself included. This was OG diamond territory, okay, and this was your risk reward with these order blocks down here, okay. So a couple of percent away, but very good risk reward. You know, anyone that executed well in there, well deserved. You had some bullish divergences going into that area as open interest was very low as well. But let's not dwell too much on where we've come from, because we all can appreciate that. Thank you, Donald Trump, as well for the win. I think Bitcoin was going to do its own thing anyway, as always, but here we are. Okay, so as we entered yesterday, the main top level was at 80k, kind of an obvious round number level. I think we do smash these eventually, absolutely no doubt about it, to be honest. But let's have a look at some lower levels. As always, if we need to apply a little bit more risk, you know, if we need to get our foot on the gas a little bit more in this trending market, let's have a look at where we can go, yeah? Because this is the thing, so if anyone was trading back in 2020 and 2021, when we blasted past 2021k, it was like an absolute void in the markets, and it was just literally up only for days on end. I think the market's maybe a little bit more dynamic now, and maybe that's due to a little bit more volume, few more participants in the market. And I actually think it's nice because it potentially gives people opportunity to get in, okay? And it makes for better trading as well, okay? So, yeah, you know, maybe BTC becomes a little bit slower, you know? Maybe it trades like E-mini futures, the S&P, you know? Maybe it's breaks all-time high, rotates over, bears call a top, and then we just smash all-time highs again, something like that. Let me just check where that is at the minute, actually. Let me just go to E-mini, all-time highs. All right, so this is what I'm saying. Maybe BTC becomes a little bit more like this, if you can just see at the bottom right there. Just got my blockchain stocks open at the minute because they are absolutely ripping. And some of them, like Hive and Riot, are still actually not even broken range yet. Nice rounded bottom there on Riot platforms. Coinbase was about 20-30% up yesterday. But yeah, maybe BTC becomes a little bit more like E-mini futures, you know? Smash all-time high, pull back, smash all-time high, just trend on trend on trend. Really, really good there, isn't it? Okay, while we're here, before we dive into the intricacies of the TRDR console and the data and the rest, let's just have a look at where we are then. Okay, so I'm just going to go to a, wow, yeah, look at that, 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart. So trending up aggressively, few levels below us. So we're just on the daily open now, just tickling the daily open. Yeah, I think if we're to get any real violence, 72k would be a nice area, which is your monthly VWAP. Monthly opens back there at 70k. You know what? I can't predict we're going to go there at all at the minute because this trend is so strong. These dips might become a little bit more shallow before we just get continuation. And if anyone was worried about this, if anybody watched the video that I put out on Tuesday and I looked at this weekly candle, that everyone was shitting themselves over, and I said I'm not really too fussed about this weekly candle, to be honest. Uponly.com, and there we are. So yeah, I mean, you could put that blue line there as your monthly VWAP if anyone's into all these crystal ball lines. There you go. Oh, weekly VWAP, sorry, 73.2. Monthly open just below us. So that could be a nice level, 73.2. If you do get any aggressive pullback there, that's certainly one to watch, I would say. Okay, but yeah, 4-hour chart, uponly.com. What's our 1 hour looking like? You just see a few more levels here. Yep, I do have an alert set there, just near 72, which is the monthly VWAP, just in case we get any weekend fuckery. I think that would be absolute value in this trending market. But with that being said, we are very, very, you could call it extended, overextended, but this is what you're going to get, you know, this is what you're going to get. So while we're up here, you'll get loads of people calling for high open interest, blah, 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 high funding, all the rest of it. You're going to get that, I'm afraid. You're going to get high open interest now as a lot more contracts come into the market and vie for a position, okay? So let's just have a look at where we are right now on a lower time frame, 15 minute, okay? So we've got this level just capping price now at 77k, okay? It has to be said that we have been smashing these levels, okay? This was obviously election time, so a lot of volatility going on there anyway. But we have been smashing these offers. There are a few more things to look at and to consider if we do get some downside though, so we'll go and have a look at that. Let's just run through the exchanges then. Bitfinex, not too much to say from them. Bitstamp have got some selling here. Coinbase Pro have got some selling here. They've got a small offer there at 77k again. And then, yeah, some people have just got some offers here at round numbers around the 80k level, okay? Gemini Twinsies, they're doing a bit of selling. Yeah, I mean, I can only predict that it's people taking some profit up here. Obviously, we're looking at spot markets at the minute, taking a bit of profit. I'm sure that nobody you know, any of the big whale OGs are taking full profit here, knowing the potential that we're going to get in the coming months and year, you know. Interesting to note, let's have a look at Qcoin. Actually, they are just capping price here as well. More often than not, they do tend to be on the right side of the market. You might have heard me say that before. So Qcoin just capping price there as well. I'm just interested to see what Kraken are doing. Not much edge really. It looks like a few people and exchanges and entities have got these levels down at 72, 73k, which would be almost like a resistance to support flip. You know, so yeah, take that into consideration. Do we get there in one go? Not sure. I'm not sure. It's been very strong price action. Your overall aggregated depth is still not bad for this kind of trend move up, 350, 400 mil. Yep, not bad at all. Has to be said as well that Binance Perps, cheeky couple of traders here looking for a bit of volatility and to get filled down here. They didn't get filled. This entity here with this top level didn't get filled. But we've got good bid depth. I think if price hangs around here, and we'll fact check this next week, I think if price hangs around here and we don't get any further breakup today, you might see this perps bid fade a little bit as people take the weekend off. Yeah, so just be aware of that. If you see the perps bid fade over the weekend, yeah, people have had a great couple of weeks of trading. Yeah, so just ignore spot for the minute. Whether you're in a perpetuals swing long from lower or you're just day trading this week, you know, I'd like to think everyone's had a brilliant week and not been wrong-sided by these moves, you know. So you might just see that perpetuals bid fade a little bit over the weekend. Okay, we'll check that next week and see if we get it. Yo, Vitaly, it looks like the last long trap near 80k would be perfect for a short. Near 80k. Yeah, but this is, I guess, my only point on that is, for the last year on BTC, when has anyone ever got the upper target they wanted or the lower target they wanted? Yeah, we dropped to 56. Bears call for 44k. We find bid in the late 50k, 58, whatever it was, I can't remember, and we absolutely volley up. Last time we were in the 60Ks, people call for all-time high, and we rotate down. So for me, yeah, I'm totally with you. I'm not still in the mood really for shorting too much. I think this is a good hedge because it's a Friday. I think people are taking profit off, and I'll show you the volume in a second. I wouldn't, if you wanted to hedge a position, this is it. This is it. I wouldn't just wait for that really, because we're entering the weekend. If this was a Monday or Tuesday, I'd want to see what happens here, and you might just rip up, and we might still do that today. But I was just interested seeing this develop over the coming hours. So yeah, interesting. You've just got a new level popped in there. It's 75k, we'll call it as well. So that's good to see. But yeah, very light margin, light leverage hedge positions, I'd say, because with the price action the way it's been, yeah, I mean, it could just absolutely destroy all this supply. You know, it was a few weeks ago I said at some point the supply is just going to get ripped open and split, and that's just indicative of a breakout, isn't it? You know, that's what you get. You see it on some alts at the minute. You know, alts that are trying to break out. You saw it on ETH yesterday, actually. ETH's at range highs again for its 7th time. And it's just smashing its supply, isn't it? Look at all this. And if you're just wondering what's going on now, I'll just show you quickly, but I'm not going to spend too much time on Vitalik's coin. But this is where you were. Okay, so this is where we were. So this was your 6th time. Okay, so as a range trader, you go, oh God, cautionary. I don't know if I want to short the range highs on a 6th time, but actually it paid dividends the other week. So I was offside. I didn't trade this, but I was absolutely wrong in saying that, to be honest, I do have to say. But this is your zone that all that supply was coming, and you're at the 7th time of range highs on ETH. Yeah, so it's very likely to break, and you'll see this on a lot of alts as well. in the coming weeks, you will see, there's a lot of alts out there that's still ranging like this, and they're just going to absolutely run and gun and smash supply. But yeah, let's jump back to BTC for a second. So yeah, ETH it's almost on a breakout, isn't it? So you could almost say that on ETH at the minute, maybe it just rotates back, and does it need to find that support? So again, very, very easy. Resistance, range highs, 7th hit of range highs. When you're looking at the TRDR console in an order flow point of view, 7th hit of range highs over here. Breakout, bit more resistance. Do you just need to come back a little bit? Okay, bed in. Let's bed price action in. Let's auction price a bit lower. Find some demand, okay, and then go. That'd be really, really nice. Really, really nice. That'd be a classic range break trade, actually, if you just came back and then went. But yeah, BTC, yeah, just capped a little bit by price here. So it could be, if we don't get any moves today, it could be one of those boring weekends again. And I think that's what you need to just appreciate on Bitcoin at the minute, is that it's almost like, we used to say this ages ago when we were in a trending market, whether it was the bear market or the bull market, we used to say sometimes on BTC you can take one trade maybe every week, or maybe it's even every 2 weeks. That's your long. From the 4th. Happy all the way through here. Don't press less buttons, chill out, go watch some Joe Rogan or something, chill. Right, okay, do I want to take a bit of profit, and do I want to put a very, very slight low leverage short on? Maybe if you're trading a little bit of volume as well, you might get a little bit of a payday on funding over the weekend as well, if you're of the frame of mind that price could just hold here. It's very easy in validation as well. 70k. Was it 70? Sorry, 77k. We're well past 70k, aren't we? So yeah, BTC. Let's just check volume then, and we will go and have a look at open interest and stuff, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Now, the only thing, lower time frame, is the volume profile is suggestive of traders just coming out of position a little bit. You see your perps traders coming out of position, taking profit a little bit, maybe hedging a bit of short. Although what I would say is there's been no really aggressive selling on the perps market from Binance USDT that I've seen right now. So this is just more indicative of traders just coming out of position a little bit, taking a bit of profit. And you can see that in spot as well, okay? It's more obvious in spot because we are seeing the supply on the overlay, yeah? So yeah, if this was a ranging market, I would short the shit out of this, because we're in a very, very strong trend. It just needs to be a little bit lighter leverage, lighter margin. That's all I'm saying. Because what do we see here? And I'm not going to dwell on open interest too much, but we have got a nice, if you're familiar with this template, won't bore everyone to death with it. Nice open interest, LS ratio cluster, funding rising as well. Why is funding rising? Looks like you've just got the retail masses just starting to come in and try to long this as you're at the top. Yeah, absolute classic tier. Why don't I just fucking long the top? Brilliant. Carry on, sir. Right, 1 hour cumulative delta open interest has been a little bit hot, as we can see here at the top. Yeah, if you did an open interest look back, maybe on a 4 hour and a daily, and I've seen people on Twitter looking at previous all-time highs from 2 years ago. Well, that's fine. The only thing I would say is, if you're doing that, is it's a very different market now. We've got no FTX. They've fucked off. You probably got more participants in the market now, actually. That market share will just be on Binance. They'll have flooded to Binance and Bybit. So I don't really like to draw comparisons from 2 years ago. It's a very different market. But lower time frame, what we can say is that when we hit 2 billion, okay, 2 billion cumulative delta on just a 1 hour time frame, aggregated, it's a little bit hot. Yeah, it's a little bit hot. What is this going to go to in the coming months when if we absolutely go ballistic and go past 80k? I don't know. We're going to have to draw some new parameters and new data points, aren't we? Okay, when we top out and then you get some change in market structure I would say at least on a daily time frame, lower highs on a daily time frame, then you can come and look at the data point at those levels and say, right, at that level we hit 4-5 billion open interest, yeah? and then you can draw for the future 6 months or year. Say, right, okay, when we hit that point again, I know that was the last high. But right here, right now, yeah, open interest, very, very hot up here, and you can see it's just fading a little bit now. Where did we come from? Last BTC diamond right there, 66k we'll call it. Open interest nuked, volume was dropping off the cliff. We didn't, if you listen to the last video as well, we didn't actually hit that much demand, as you can see here. It's probably 500, 600 million aggregated depth. But what we said on the last video, and DK's probably stressed this on the lives as well, is it's not taking much of a bid to send price up because the bulls are in control. So it's not taking much to reverse price and send it back up. Just be aware of that. When these start to fail, okay, you know, it's another point that has to be made as well, is when these start to fail and you're hitting 2 or 3 and price is still dropping, you know, and you're hitting those lower highs in your market structure, then you know that something's changing. Yeah, that's all you need to know. But until now, you're still in buy the dip mode. Yeah, so let's play it as such. Right, do we need to look at ETH? Just quickly, let's look at Vitalik's coin. So we've broken out of range. Yeah, this was your breakout of range. We've smashed all that supply. It's very easy now. You've got a level there. I'm not too fussed about shorting ETH really, unless it went back up here again with some bearish divergences. Have we got bearish divergences forming? Yes, we have. Open interest quite high there again. So yeah, you know, Friday things. Everyone's chilling with an espresso this morning. They're gonna go and have a glass of champagne later. People are taking profit because they've had a brilliant week. Okay, that could just be the case there on a thief. Sol is uponly.com, absolutely ripping. Pointed out to the guys yesterday that we had mega depth here on Sol into those lows just pre-US session there. I was pointing out to the guys it was actually coming from Coin M on Binance. The depth on Coin M Binance was absolutely just bidding that up massively. They're still bidding it now, to be honest. So yeah, if you were playing this as a short on Sol, I think it was an okay risk reward. You got some pennies there. You got absolutely pennies. But this is the sort of price action that we got last October, November on Sol. Yeah, it just ripped all supply. It absolutely ripped all supply for months on end. Very shallow dips and then up only. Yeah, it's actually trending harder than BTC, to be honest, isn't it? Yeah, you do. Friday things, you know, the ETF shares have been really, really solid this week. I don't know, they might continue today, you know. I don't know. I've not looked in to the exact data points of the ETF shares on Bitcoin, but I know the last few days they've been massive, haven't they? They've been absolutely massive. But yeah, Sol is uponly.com. So I don't really feel like hedging any sort of position on Sol. I think if you were going to hedge any kind of short position, or you felt you needed to hedge a position, and you've got itchy trigger fingers for whatever reason, you can't just chill out and long your longs. Find another asset, to be honest, because Sol is super strong. If it rotates down, it's only probably going to rotate down because the whole market is. You know, BTC and ETH for auction and want to auction a bit lower. Well, yeah, you're probably going to get a few percent on Sol, but until then, it's uponly.com. But not that I would say I recommend longing this right here, right now, as always. All right, so yeah, all good in the hood. Right, so I have to be honest, not been concentrating on too many of the mainstream alts, to be honest, mainly for myself. Sol, let's have a look at what RUNE is doing. RUNE is uponly.com as well. Has it got any spot bid follow-up here? No, not really. Yeah, again, smashing the supply. This was a difficult one, actually, because I thought it looked good back here the other week. And then, obviously, the market, as a whole, you have to consider that when you're trading altcoins. Took a turn lower, like with everything else. And then, yeah, this was a bit of a difficult one on Sol, but it was getting bid. You've got to consider from days prior. I think RUNE will still do very well. It's still got a very good chart. We could go and have a look at the charts on RUNE and Sol, but it has to be said, that's why I've got these at the top. Actually, these are my main. I'm not even trading ETH that much, to be honest. But BTC, Sol and RUNE are my main, and I'm just having a look at STX as well. Saw this yesterday with the guys. It's just diddle in the middle. It's not really doing anything. If you're long in this kind of price action, you really want it to go like previous areas, like that one there, You want to get these demand zones, which that's an Alt Diamond Pro from the TRDR console. You really want price to move when price action is bid and then it just hovers like this. Get your stop in and make it a hard stop. Obviously, should be, as always, really, I recommend 2.5%, 3% or something like that on low margin, or just cut it, because when they're diddling around like this and you're not getting an instant reward, they're probably not going to do much. They're probably not going to do much. But yeah, let's have a quick look at Sol then. Sol is just absolutely going mental. So yeah, fucking hellfire. So where does Sol pull back to? It's actually just hitting a daily order block here. If Sol had some Jesus, are we going to get 179, 180? I've actually set alerts there, but I don't know. I mean, some of you guys might just draw a fib if we get a pullback. I kind of tend to use these levels. I'm just going to shunt that up there. So yeah, so for any violent pullback, I have got an alert there at 176 area, and then I just dive into the order flow on the TRDR console and have a look at what's going on. But this is a 4-hour chart, and look how extended it is. It could just be very shallow pullbacks, and to this daily open even, all around here, and then up only.com. RUNE is a little bit more favorable if you were, let me just extend that a little bit, if you were looking to play an asset, because it deviated out a trend here. Okay, so if you saw Pepe and a couple of the other assets, they actually deviated out a trend as well and are pulling back now. RUNE was a very, very cheeky deviation. This was why I called it difficult to trade. And then it's back now. And so what you could say on RUNE is it's a little bit easier to trade because it's not moved much here. And it's just holding this value area high of this range zone, yeah? So it's tried to break out, come back, massive cheeky. That's real naughty deviation there, isn't it? So this is the kind of zone I'd be looking at on RUNE. That would be absolutely Gucci balls if we could get down there. Why would it be absolutely Gucci balls? Because you've got, and this is just all classic TA, obviously, you've got your range POC there. You've got the monthly VWAP and actually the weekly open all down here as well. Again, just set an alert in your trading view chart. Go and have a look at the order flow and see what's going on. That's if the order flow doesn't give you an alert first, yeah? Okay, but I think that would be very nice if RUNE could pull back to there. But yeah, just to give you a bit of context on the chart, Sol's ripping, ETH's ripping as broke out range highs, BTC's ripping. Do we get a pullback as it is in price discovery? Let's hope so, but not sure. RUNE is probably the most technical and classic one. If it pulls back, it's probably going to offer the best risk reward. So you've got your trend line, you've got a main trend line here, you've had a deviation. It needs to confirm trend again, yeah, or it's just going to hold value area high here and go. I think it's a very, very easy one, RUNE, to be honest. All right, guys. So yeah, tier could be nice as well if it accepts outside range. Let's have a look at tier. I'm sure I've got it here before we jump back into the TRDR console. Yeah. Oh, let's have a look. Cheeky. Cheers, opium. Cheeky. Oh, I see what you mean. Here you go then. So this is, so these are really good risk reward trades. If you consider where the market potentially can go, let me change that. That's your high. Copy and paste that. That's your low. Have I got that marked anywhere? I don't think I have. So that's your low on T. Yeah, this is really nice. Good point. Good point. Because, let me just zoom out. Oh, I did have it marked. Idiot. Right, so lows, highs, point of control, daily open there. I'll zoom in a second. Very much like ETH. You could call, so it started to range here really. This was your range forming back here. So we'll call that 1, 2, 3, swing failure pattern, 4, 5. We'll call that whole section 5. So yeah, and uber downtrend. So if you are a fan of tier, you should be very, very happy to see that it's here. holding price for a good 24 hours, order block above. It's not broken trend yet, so yeah, really nice. I mean, ETH is kind of there, isn't it? But maybe you get the classic break pullback. That's your classic TA, what people generally trade. But yeah, good point. That's a really nice chart. 420. 420, that was fucking hell. 420, that is an absolute, yeah, that is mint balls, isn't it? That is professional. That is professional there. Absolutely pro. Yeah, value area lows. Really good. You got an instant reward there as well, which is what you want. So yeah, you want to see this point of control hold at 5.12-ish. I would say. Let's go and have a look at the order flow on tier then. 2 seconds. Oops. 2 seconds. Right, let me grab a drink of espresso to wake me up. All right, let's go and have a look at tier then. What's BTC doing while we're here? Yeah, diddling around, not doing a lot. Sol's trying to push up. It's just taking on. It's just, yeah, just capping that $200 level, isn't it? What's volume doing just quickly while I'm here? Yeah, so volume's still coming off BTC a little bit. This is, I don't particularly want to chase longs today. I'm going to have a bit of a chilled day today, I do have to say. Very chilled day. Mrs. Nick is at work, so I'll do a couple of chores, get the house ready. Despite the fact it's winter, might even try and have a barbecue tomorrow. I think I do like a little bit of a winter barbecue, but yeah, what am I on about? Anyway, yeah, it's a fucking hellfire. 2 sips of espresso and he's on one, right? So yeah, volume's still coming off a little bit. So I do have to say I'm not too fussed for chasing longs today. I'm going to chill out a little bit. Yeah, maybe hedge a little bit of a short position just to get the end of week juices flowing. And then it could be a Sunday, Monday long again. Sundays have been a little bit cheeky, haven't they? Right, I was going to look at tier, wasn't I? Hellfire. You need to keep dropping questions, otherwise I'll just talk shit for the next half an hour. Buying on spot. Let's have a look at tier. Yeah, not a lot to say right here, right now, is there? I mean, it could just rip up here right now. So if you're in from lower, so Opium got in back here, absolute mint balls trade. And this is what I'm saying about these altcoins. You want that instant reward. You've got an instant reward then on your longs. It's so relaxing to then just manage your risk there, isn't it? Really, really relaxing. Yeah. Yeah, really good. Tier's a good one, isn't it? I think FTM might be similar as well. You know, I won't dive into it too much. Let's have a look at a few other things. But yeah, I mean, I would say because tier's not broken out, any little drop, if anyone's interested in tier, any little drop, set yourself, just bang it in here. Bang it in here on your Diamond Pro. Maybe add it to Perps double bands as well. Maybe a couple of other the alerts, spot or Perps. Add it to all of these, and all these alerts are saying is go and have a look at the chart. Yeah, that's all they are saying. I know some people use them as web hooks for bots. I wish you all the best. Not something I would do. It's just an indication to go and have a look at the chart and have a look at what is going on. But yeah, any dip on tier, I think it's got a long way to go, hasn't it? It's got a long way to go. Let me just have a quick check on WIF, because WIF was giving off a few alerts earlier. It's kind of ranging up here. Perps are very hot on WIF at the minute. So could do well. Lower level there, 2.21. But yeah, it's red hot. Depth is not bad. It's doing some good volume. Is WIF as well. Let me just have a look at spot market. Spot market trying to cap WIF a little bit there, but I do have to say, WIF, Doge, and a couple of the others. This is Alt Diamond Top Level Pro alert here. WIF, Doge, and a couple of others. I'll just show you Doge quickly. Are reacting very, very well from those alerts. If you just look back here. Okay, Doge alerts here, back at 0.143. You had a great risk reward because this is on spot, and you had those spot order blocks there as well. Uponly.com, continuation uponly.com. Even if you long that one, you would not have got stopped out on this drop back here because your stop loss should have been under that top level there. And what has to be said is I'm not really a scalper, but even if you're scalping these, look at how it's reacting. That one would have got you stopped out. but that's 1 in 3. Okay, great win rate. 1, 2, yes sir, thank you. Up only 3, scalp that one. 4, down, stopped out. All right, okay, I'll go and chill out, you know. So really, really good order flow from Doge as well. I do have seen as we're on memes. Let's go and have a look at. I think I've got Pepe in the list. Let's go and have a look at Pepe. Is that reacting well? I think I've got it. Oh, maybe I haven't. Yeah, Pepe doing very well. Trending market again. Not a lot to see here. Up on the .com. Very strong perps to bid today, so that could just get some continuation. Not a lot to see from spot. You might get this now and again on some of the altcoins because spot will have filled a lot lower, like you see here. Okay, so if you've seen that you're high up on the trend and the spot market aren't coming in too aggressive, it's probably the fact, just go and look left, it's probably the fact they've actually filled a lot lower. Okay, so then what you'll see is you'll see perps get really, really aggressive, okay, and start to bid it up. One thing to be said again, I'm sure, I've got no doubt actually that people will be trading Pepe over the weekend, but again, if you see the bid depth fade, it's just probably indicative of people taking a little bit of time away from the charts. All right, seeing as we're on the memes, give me a shout if I need to look at any others, but as I say, I've not been trading PopCat up on the.com again, but I mean, the only thing that you can say about this is higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, pulls back, bid depth, go. You know, away you go. Any of us I need to look at? We looked at Doge, didn't we? BNB is interesting, bit of supply. I'm not really one for shorting BNB too much, to be honest, because it is an exchange coin. CZ's out of jail. I don't know what I mean by that, but yeah, these you probably can, but I know the perp depth was all right yesterday actually. As I think it was Mr. Monkey or Morpheus pointing out, the perp depth was really, really good. I do prefer to see spot bid, and I'd be interested to see as well if Binance, if the US is becoming more favourable with crypto in the coming months, it might even take till next year. I'm wondering if Binance makes a comeback to the US. If it does, maybe keep an eye on BNB. Yeah, I would maybe keep an eye on BNB. But yeah, all good in the hood. I think we'll call it that. Give it 30 seconds. Just see if anyone's got any questions, console related or anything else. BTC just coming up. And as I say, yeah, this is your risk reward here if you were hedging a position. Yeah, Jup and Ray I mentioned weeks and weeks ago. I said, look, if you think Sol is going up, Jup and Ray absolutely. It was about 3-4 weeks ago. I said you need to keep an eye on Jup and Ray, and yeah, stuff like this I'm not prepared to short in any way, shape or form. You know, you should be long from lower there like you are with Tia, and absolutely up only.com. And I think Ray as well is up only.com. Look at the risk reward on that. That is absolutely fire and forget TRDR console trades. Yeah, I mentioned it weeks and weeks ago. I told everyone. I was shilling everyone to get in Ray and Jup if Sol was gonna have a turn up. But yeah, here we are. All right, so let's summarize BTC then. We've still got this top level here at 77k. Bear in mind that BTC has been smashing its supply. We are in a trending market, okay? So any short positions should be very, very light hedge. 500 million aggregated depth, okay? So quite good depth, mainly coming from perps. So perps are up only.com. Volume is coming off the gas a little bit, so it won't surprise me to just come up towards that 77. Maybe you even take it, and then you might get the rotation down with the volume coming off the gas, with it being a Friday. Okay, so just bear that in mind as well. Ethereum looking the same. So Ethereum's got a level a little bit higher. It's just hitting some group spot here, as you can see. I don't think that is an Ethereum diamond because perhaps it's quite big. So Ethereum just hitting a little bit of group spot. Supply there. Sol is just tearing. It's up only.com. TUSD selling into Sol, but spot seems really, really chill to just let this float up. Okay, so yeah, we'll see what we get. Dirt chase green candles. You should be long from lower. If you are, make it quick in and out, and scalpy. So yeah, I mean, for me, when you're in a trending market, again, that's kind of why I haven't done too many live sessions really. You're in a trending market, push less buttons, don't be hyper active. If you're looking for dips, let price action come to you. Don't chase price action up if you can help it. I mean, you can do what the fuck you like, but just manage your risk. Let price action come to you, okay? Maybe the dip isn't till Sunday, Monday, something like that, if we get a dip, all right? Sometimes you do it. If it's like 2020, it's uponly.com, and that is it. All right, guys, so look, I hope everyone has a brilliant day and week. I think we're in for some good months ahead. The Trump pump is real, not like a few months back when everyone was calling for a Trump pump that we faded and shorted. Thank you very much. But I think it's going to get pretty real now. Supply zones probably get smashed on altcoins. If you're hedging positions, make it light and just enjoy it. Let price action come to you with the trends. And that's it. All right, guys. So, look, hope everyone has a brilliant week. We'll do another live next week if there's some decent price action. You know, if we get some violent dips, then we'll do another live session. We'll have a look at all the data and the flows together, guys. But at the minute, it's a trending market. Trying myself to push less buttons. You know, I'm dropping on Twitter recent levels. Have a look at this, have a look at that. But yeah, chill, relax, and enjoy it. All right, guys, we will speak soon. Cheers.